blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand up, my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, staring out the window, trying to stop for a sign. It's the reason why you always on my mind. Yeah. You come around like it's every time I see you, when I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by. So I gotta be right when I see you.
Hey guys, it's Christina Way. Welcome to my channel where we talk a lot about business and entrepreneurship. Today, I'm sharing exactly how you can get people to buy into whatever you are selling. I'll have the timestamps to this video down below, but first I'm gonna kind of share a little bit about my background just in case you guys don't know and you're completely new to this channel. Ever since September 2019, I have been an entrepreneur utilizing organic traffic on social media for all of my businesses that I've been able to scale to multi-six figures. I have sold so many different things in different price ranges, selling products from $16 to $1,000. And when I thought about it, it kind of came down to these variables that I'm going to talk about today. So I wanted to share this sales experience that I had a couple years back, and then I want to go in and actually analyze it and show you guys what she could have done better, what she did very well, so that you guys can implement this into your business. So a couple years back, I was attending my fitness center. They were kind of having an event where they had a bunch of different vendors. They had yoga classes and stuff like that. So, and during this time, I had a boyfriend. This is very important in the story. So we were walking around and we tried out these, I think it was like cabbage brownies, or I don't know, like it was something that was like a vegetable that she turned into a dessert, and it was super good. So she was handing out these samples, and my friend and I, we tried them. They were actually really good. We were like, wow, like how did you make these? And so she explained how she made them, told us like she does these cooking classes for couples, and then she goes to your house, or you could go to her studio, and like she teaches you how to make these like super healthy recipes and things like that. So we were like, wow, this is super cool. So we signed up, and I remember the sheet, it talked about whether you were like single or married. It also asked for your household income. And I want to also include that the area that I lived in during the time, it was on the country club. So definitely this was not like a middle or low income area. It definitely was a high income area. So keep that in mind throughout the video as well. I was probably, I want to say I was 22, maybe 23 at the time. I don't remember exactly, but I was like pretty young, and my boyfriend was pretty young as well. We went to the studio. We were excited to eat because she was making the entire dinner for us and showing us how to do it. So basically, the whole idea of us going to the studio and her cooking this food was not for the food or teaching us how to create healthy recipes or anything like that. It was to sell pans, and not just regular schmegular pans. It was like these non-toxic pans that were supposed to help not have metals in your food, and just a lot of health benefits to it. But these pans, like the sets of pans, I want to say was like $8,000 total. So we didn't know that until like the end when they were pushing these pans on us. And so basically I want to go in and dissect what she did right and what she did wrong, and how like you can implement these selling strategies into your business, because the pans being expensive wasn't even the problem at all. It was how she structured it. So let's go ahead and get into this. First of all, I feel like she lied, because in the beginning, she sold it to us. She was going to teach us how to create these like super healthy meals, you know, like how she turned the cabbage into a brownie. So that's initially what I'm thinking. I'm going in thinking this is what we're gonna do, but then you're trying to sell me $8,000 pants, and now I feel like you lied to me, and I don't even want to be here anymore. So that's where I feel like she started off wrong. But what she did do right is she really did work on her target audience. I feel like she could have worked a little bit more on it. This is where I want to show you guys that you can't just be selling to anybody and everybody, even though everybody uses pants. Basically what she did was that she went into a wealthy neighborhood to a event that was held at a fitness center. So obviously those people are gonna be more inclined on their wellness and their health and really value that. Like I said, whenever we were filling out the form, it asked for our household income. So she definitely prioritized us because our household income was a lot higher. One of the questions was that she really dealt with like couples rather than people who were single, and I think it's just because like couples obviously have more money, and obviously you're kind of dealing with like married couples and older people rather than singles. So she definitely was able to narrow down her target audience to that, but I think where she lacked was that I did not value my health as much as she would want me to spend $8,000 on some pants. And that is where the fault is that you want to make sure that your target audience is so specific to the point that you know that they value their health, that you know that they value what you are selling, and make it a priority. I wasn't making health a priority, and that also has to do with like my age. Like I was super young, and at that point you kind of think that like, you know, you're not dealing with any type of health problems, you're kind of eating whatever, and you're not at a point where you're like, dang, I need to start thinking about what I am consuming and how I'm consuming it and things like that. So I think that if she just took it a little bit more into specifics, then she would have got a sale. We're gonna go into the 3 things that are going to help you sell basically anything at any price. So I kind of talked about like really focusing on your target audience and like what that looks like and how important it is to get very specific. Now, what you want to always sell, especially if you are selling something on the higher end, such as $8,000 pants, is that you focus on selling the value more than the price, and make sure that value aligns with who you're selling it to, because at that point people don't care about the price. That's why we buy $5,000 designer bags or $10,000 designer bags, because we value what we're going to have when we have a designer bag. Everyone knows that there is a certain societal view and status symbol when you walk around with a Chanel bag versus one that has no logo and is $8 from Shein. People are going to look at you in a certain way when you're out and about. And so if you feel like that is very valuable to you, how you present yourself and who you want to be looked at in society, then that $5,000 to $10,000 Chanel bag is totally worth it for you. And I want to make sure that this is completely different from features. Features is like, oh, it's leather handbag and it has gold accents. Like, that is completely different from the value. Now we gotta go into selling the desired outcome. She did this by, you know, cooking the food for us and showing how the food tastes a lot better, because she had us bring a pan from our own house to show us the taste difference of the food. And obviously this is showing the consumer the problem that they're having and how your product can fix and solve that problem. When she's showing how the pan is non-toxic, the health benefits into it, the food tastes a lot better versus the one that I'm using, I'm like, dang, it starts creating this desire for that product that I didn't even know that I needed prior. And now you're gonna take those 2 things and you're gonna show the transformation. The transformation is the moment where you're going to get that sale. when you show the value and you show the desired outcome, you know, their life before and their life after with the product that you're selling, and if it just aligns with them and makes their life a lot easier, that is literally how you can sell your product at whatever price it is and get people to buy it. I have used this strategy time and time again with all of my businesses, and now you guys have that knowledge to implement into your business. And I really hope that this was very valuable to you guys. And if it was, share this with a friend, like this video, leave a comment down below on any questions or any other topics that you want me to cover. If you want to learn more, then I would love for you to stay and subscribe. But yeah, that is basically all for today's video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
The blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. Let's start to